Last night, Anthony Davis got hurt. Again, it looked brutal, like really brutal. They say he's out 2 to 4 weeks. I'm sorry, but if you watch the injury, that's not a 2-week injury. Dude's out for a month. He's increasingly brittle, and we know that. And the Lakers are in 9th place in the West. They're not the 9th best NBA team. They're 9th right now in the West. They're not close to a Milwaukee. They're not close to a Philadelphia. They're not as good as Miami in the East. I said it yesterday, before he got hurt, I would trade Anthony Davis and start over. This is not a great roster. It's an old roster. It lacks great chemistry. It doesn't have depth. Don't get distracted beating Utah. The Rams are celebrating a Super Bowl. You're clinging to a win over Utah. You're 9th in the West. What's remarkable about this is LeBron is still excellent. He has a chance. He'll either win the scoring title or finish second. LeBron was dominating in the fourth quarter last night. He's really a marvel, a physical marvel, absolutely great. And a guy that'll get MVP votes can't get this roster above 9th. And LeBron's never really worked or flourished with young teammates. He struggled with Mario Chalmers in Miami. He didn't want anything to do with Andrew Wiggins in Cleveland. And first thing he did in L.A., he never got along with Kuzma, the Josh Harts, the Lonzo Balls. He flushed them out. So AD was a natural fit, right? A veteran, been around, bad franchise, come join LeBron. The problem is he's now become the worst possible teammate of 19th-year LeBron. He's simply unreliable. And what you have in the NBA, and it's something we've always known, right? Like I say in the NFL, you can't be terrible in any unit in the NFL. Bengals are really, really bad on the offensive line. It cost them the Super Bowl because the coaching's too good in the NFL. You don't have to be great at everything. You don't have to be great at a lot. You can't be terrible at anything. In the NBA, you have got to have second and third scoring options. Even Kobe Bryant, after Shaq and before Pau Gasol, lousy Laker team. Michael Jordan, before Pippen, never won a playoff series. I mean, these are the greatest players of all time. The problem is now Milwaukee's got a second and third option. Philadelphia just got a second great option. Tobias Harris, a solid third. Phoenix has 3 or 4 options. Golden State, several. With Anthony Davis's unreliability, Lakers don't have a second option on any given night. And there's nothing to grab onto with this organization. Are they an elite three-point shooting team? Nah. Are they an elite defensive team? Nah. What are they great at? Do they have great chemistry? Nah. How about draft picks? No. Youth, some young ascending players? No, don't have that either. This is a blow-up roster. That's what it is. And Anthony Davis will come back, and between he and LeBron, they'll win a playoff series. Buy low, sell high. I think it's time to move off Anthony Davis. I don't think you should look at it as a failure. He came as a brittle player, got you a championship, and I've said this before. The pandemic did the Lakers, more than any team in this league, a huge favor. It gave brittle AD and older LeBron a 3.5 to 4 month hiatus. They have never duplicated it. It's been disappointing since. And that injury was not a 2 to 3 week injury. That was brutal. That was like watching at home, hard to watch a second time. I'm sitting there. That's a cringe injury. That is maybe not Joe Theismann, but like ugly, ugly injury for a big guy who keeps getting hurt more regularly. I think it's time to move off him and start over. You got Super Bowl champs down the street celebrating. Lakers now are not a top 12 team in the NBA. Don't get distracted beating Utah.